What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2. There's been a lot of newer players coming into the game, and I get asked quite frequently, how do you beat Chaos 7 for your very first time? People that have tried it out, they've gone in, they've grinded out the shards in earlier tiers, they've done their thing, and then they just can't quite get past Chaos 7. And I keep telling folks to just stick with the basics. And as you already know, by Chaos 7, the game is a game of counters and countering enemies. Now, the special enemy you have in Chaos 7, of course, is the Cobalt EMP Flyer, which will dive bomb your nearest tower. Now, Cobalts can make things quite miserable as you're just getting started when you're using things like Earth Shatters or Poison Dart Towers or Cannonballs or Ballistas or whatever your favorite tower is. You can count on EMP Cobalts dive bombing them when you first get into Chaos 7. Now, one of the things I tell everyone is just go, once again, with the basics and just go with walls and flame auras. It's just so basic, but it covers all of the bases. So we're here on Chaos 7, the Forest Biome in Expeditions. And I'm on this alt account. This is my lowest geared alt account. So I've got one hero that's in a very mixed set of Chaos 6 gear all the way around. And then I've got some Chaos 6 builders. In this situation, we're going to use walls, as I mentioned. So I've got this Chaos 6 accumulator servo on my squire here with Panic Fire, Explosive Guard, and Sharpened Spikes. I'm using Explosive Guard just because I had it, not because I think it's the right shard. By all means, just throw any shards you have available for that slot into your Spike Blockades. And then we're going to go with Flame Auras. I've got this Chaos 6 Relic with Anti-Orc on it. Now, I am using the trifecta of shards as the basic progression in the game is just completely dependent on having shards. Shards are the most important thing, and it's your stepping stone into moving up in the game. Well, you'll find with just about any defense in the game, the trifecta, the hotness of shards is Deadly Strikes from Chaos 3, Destruction from Chaos 1, and Defense Rate from Chaos 4. You get these 3 shards, you're just going to win the game. Now, we're also going to assume that you have just been speed running through the whole thing, so your ascension is really low. Now, as you see, I've got, 924 ascension. However, we are going to pretend like you only have 60 ascension. So at 60 ascension, you can use 20 points in each column. This is going to be for our builder monk. So our first 20 points in this column, being a builder, would naturally go into defense crit chance. So we're going to put 20 points right there. Now, if you are building on that hero, the most important 20 points on any hero that's building defenses in the entire game is without a doubt defense speed. So we're going to put our 20 points into defense speed. And then this character is not going to be doing any DPS, so we're just not even going to bother throwing anything into the offense category. Now we go over to our squire, who is going to be, of course, our waller. Now the utility category doesn't really matter. You can put it really in anything. I'm just going to put it into, say, movement speed, just to make it easier to get around the map on the squire. Now, since this person is doing nothing but walls, the only thing that matters is Spike Blockades. So we're going to go ahead and throw 20 points into Spike Blockades. And then, once again, this hero is not building at all. Or, pardon me, is not going to DPS at all, so I'm not going to worry about the offense category. And then we move over to who's going to be our DPS hero, our Huntress. I've got kind of all the usual suspects of shards. As you see, some are upgraded, some are not, throughout the entire deck. Construction, Critical Strike, Beacon of the Storm. Beacon of the Storm would be good to upgrade, but I'm going to leave it down. Retribution, not upgraded. Bulwark is upgraded. Piercing Power is upgraded. And then Speed Boost I have upgraded. So let's go ahead and get our 60 Ascension spent on our Huntress. This is going to be a DPS hero. Our most important 20 points are going to go into hero crit chance. Now, it's debatable on movement speed just to make you get around the map a little bit faster, but I personally am a firm believer that hero crit chance, the first 20 points, should just go there. Now, we're not going to be building on this hero, so we don't have to worry about putting anything in defense. And with this very mixed set of gear, one problem I have is I've got really low hero health. Normally, as a go-to on a hero damage hero, you would always want to have hero health on your weapon, just because it's a nice stack of that stat that you really don't need to use anything else if it's a hero damage hero. I actually only have hero health on one piece, just this helmet. So my hero health is just way too low. I've got ability power on 2 pieces, as you see. This is just a completely mixed set of gear. Now, what we're going to do for Ascension then, since I do have such a problem with hero health, is I'm going to put those 20 points into hero health. And you see, this is going to get my hero health up to 67,000, which is really quite unacceptable and unrealistically low, as I just would want hero health on the weapon. Now let's go ahead and get started and build it all out. One of the reasons I chose this map is, as you see, we've got 4 lanes and 1250 DU. So the DU amount is very, very generous. And as I keep telling people, walls and flame auras. So we're going to pick a choke point to use. We're going to use, say, this area right here. You see the walls are at 2.6 million health. And then we're going to spam flame auras down the lane. Now what I want to do, just to make sure I'm getting everything built out properly, is I'm going to go ahead and put my walls down and then just kind of take a look at the DU that's left. See, where would the natural choke be here? Probably, well, it would be down further, but I want to give it more room for the flame auras, so I'm going to put them right back here. And this one, I think it would be like right here, probably. And then in the far lane, we've got lots of choices on this lane. I'm going to go right here at the entrance to the bridge area, just to be safe and give myself plenty of room. Now, there are flyers on this map, but one benefit you have is the flyers all come out of the same lanes as the ground lanes, which means they're flying low, and flame auras are going to hit them. Now, as you see, we've got 1,010 DU left. We've got 4 lanes. Let's just call it 1,000. That's 250 per lane. 250 per lane means I'm going to be able to put 8 flame auras on this lane. So let's go ahead and make it happen. I'm going to put 2 right at the wall for any of them that are stacking. And then I'm just going to bring the flame auras out from there all the way up the lane until I get to 8. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last but not least 8. So when you ask me on stream and I tell you throw down some walls and spam flame auras up to the spawn, this is what I'm talking about. Something like this right here. Now let's go ahead and rinse it and repeat on all these other lanes. Let's see, we've got 8 flame auras to spend here. It's going to be a challenge to get them in on this lane, I think. See, there's 3, 4, 5, 6... And just to get the 8 in, we'll double up right up front, and that makes 8. Then we'll do the same thing here, but on this lane, I think we'll have room to stretch it all the way down. Let's get our 2 in at the wall. There's 3, 4, 5, 6. Gonna be tight here too. Let's just double up right at the spawn. And then, last but certainly not least, let's get this last lane done. And we'll just spend all of the DU we got left here on this lane. So, follow suit. 2 at the wall. And we're going to just spam it all the way down the lane from there until we're completely out of DU. Which means I think I can double up here. Yeah, it gives me 20 left. I'm not even going to spend that last 20. And this is the build we're going to go with. So, it's just straight up blockades doing at 2.6 million health. And then flame auras at 250,000 DPS. So obviously that's tooltip DPS. That's not going to be absolutely 100% correct, but that's what we've got, and that's what I am looking at. So let's go ahead and just get it all started off. Now, one thing I want to do is just keep an eye on the mini-map and just make sure that if any particular wall anywhere has mobs bunching up on it, that's where I need to be. And I don't need to run over there to kill the enemies. I need to run over there to repair the walls. So remember, it's a tower defense game first, not a shooter or anything. So if walls need to be repaired, I want to kill the walls first, and then, or repair the walls first, and then focus on the enemy. Just going to keep spamming it up here until we get a boss lane. Lady York actually was going to run right past right there, I think. So we're getting it done. We're going to have to see how it goes versus the bosses, of course, that come out. I do not have the Burning Strike Shard. So if we do get a Drakenlord, I'm going to have to oil them and fire them up the good old-fashioned way. And I won't be able to rely on Burning Strikes, which is a Chaos 5 shard, but I just don't have one on this account. So we did good over here. Let's grab some mana and really just take a look at things. This defense did 73 million damage. This one did 70 million damage, so pretty comparable there. Now let's look on down the line. Looks like they did damage all the way down to the wall. Just not very much on these. So the only thing that these Flamars hit were those Lady Orcs that made it to the wall. So we've got 760 to spend. Let's just go ahead and spend, say, 150 on each lane. And I just want to upgrade those things that are up front. Check the walls for any health issues. Of course, Berserker Lady Orcs did make it to all of the walls, so I want to keep an eye on them. Let's just keep on spending here. And we'll dump... Let's see, we'll put an extra here. And we'll go with an extra upgrade here as well. And then we got 360 left. I'll get figure 3 upgrades in. Actually, we got a Drakenlord right now. Perfect. I get 3 upgrades in. I'm still going to have a ton left. So since we got that Drakenlord, let's just go ahead and upgrade the poo out of this lane. Now remember, to ignite the Drakenlord and remove its shield, we need to ignite it on fire. Which means you can use a different form of ignition, or you can petrify it to temporarily remove its shield, or you can do it the good old-fashioned natural way with the Huntress. We're not going to have to apply any fire damage, but to get the ignite combo, you need to put the oil status on the enemy and then hit them with fire damage. Now we've got a ton of fire damage going in this lane already, so all we're going to have to do is oil it, and we're going to do that with the Huntress's second ability, the Oil Flask. So let's go ahead and get it done and kill that Drakenlord the way he was originally meant to be killed, without any of the fancy stuff. So far, so good. Remember, even as a hero, now obviously I've got ability power on this hero, but even as a hero damage hero, Concussive Shot is still a stun. So even though it's not going to do big damage, it will still stun up a lane really, really effectively. You know, if you are having problems with Lady Orcs, remember Lady Orcs can indeed be stunned, so you can go ahead and feel free to stun them right up. Okay, Drakenlord. Okay, here he comes. Let's wait for him to get his shield up. His shield is up. Let's go ahead and slap an oil on him. And his shield is gone, as he has been ignited. I'm going to go ahead and throw a stun on him here real quick. One more stun. And GG for the Drakenlord. It's all over. Now what did we get there? Another ability power piece. It's a Chaos 7 piece. Let me find it again here. So, I mean, it's a big upgrade over what I'm wearing. So, I might as well wear it. Alright, so what do we want to do? We got 698. 698 mana to spend, plus what we pick up. What I generally want to do is stay focused on this area, because this is boss area. You see this lane, we're going to have a Quibbly and a Captain rolling out. So we definitely want to pay attention to that, which means one of the most effective things I'll be able to do is just upgrade these front defenses in these other lanes as well, just to get kind of as most damage as we can, just right up front on those bads, hoping to burn them right out at the spawns. Flame Auras are super effective. Once again, unupgraded. These things have 250,000. I'm going to take them up to, what? We'll go up to tier 3, and that will take it up to about 500,000 DPS at tier 3. So, really, for what you need in Chaos 7, that's a powerhouse amount of damage ripping out right there for what you need. You just don't need that much to get the job done as far as power goes. So let's go ahead and get Wave 3 rolling along here. Just going to continue to pew pew and stun everything I can as they're coming out. And we don't have a Drakenlord this wave, so we don't have to worry about it. Now, as you see, I am using a Gatto pet. I brought the Gatto pet along because this wave, we're going to start getting assassins, and they are going to wreck me. So, I'm going to use Sparkle Party on any pet to take those assassins off. I'll show you the pet here after the wave, but this is actually a blue quality cat. It doesn't take a good cat. It doesn't take any sort of a fancy cat or legendary cat or premium cat or golden cat. Any Gatto pet will roll the Sparkle Party ability. See if we can't get a little stun action going here. Quibs. See, the captain's making a big push. Let's just go ahead and come back here and repair through our walls. See if we can't keep stuns going. We got the captain down. And we should have quibs down as well. Once again, the priority should be repairing the wall. As long as you keep the walls repaired, nothing's going to get by. So, I mean, you can just sit there and spam repair the wall and let your defenses kill them if you really want. Okay, here we go. Another good example. We have a siege roller. We've got another captain coming out this lane. And let's see, we've got 700 DU to spend now. So, let's revisit these lanes again and just throw a couple of upgrades on those front defenses, taking the front 2 Flame Auras all the way up to tier 4 now, doing 600,000 damage, as you saw on that tooltip. And we'll do the same thing. Actually, we're not going to have enough mana, I don't think. Well, let's see what's laying. Yeah, we'll have enough. Let's just do the same thing over here. And basically, I'm upgrading all of the lanes that I have no intention of going to. So unless I have to go over to those lanes, I'm just not going to mess with them. So this is our boss lane so far this round. It just makes sense to stay over here and get as much DPS going on the character, or on the bosses, as I can. And trying to keep everything stunned up in the process, of course. See, we got some Hex Throwers rolled out that time. You know, the assassin never came last wave. Let's see if we get one this wave. We should. Hunter mobs left. We should be getting the bosses soon. I'm going to focus on killing the captain first, and then the siege roller. Of course, the captain is going to run faster. Okay, there's an assassin. Let's go ahead and Sparkle Party that off. I forgot to actually show my pet. Let's see. Let's come back and get ourselves healed up a little. Trying to constantly stay on the move besides that. Oh, too late, and the captain is going to make the push through. There's no doubt he'll get that wall down before I am over there, so I'm going to have to kind of... Oh, I got lucky. He switched over to the other wall. Now I've got nothing to stop the siege roller. The captain actually died in the Flame Auras, so perfect. And, you know, killing a siege roller is all about getting behind them and shooting them in the butt. So, although we got practically no good DPS at all going on here, we're going to die to the siege roller because our health is so low. All we have to do is get over there and shoot him in the backside, and it is all good as far as killing the siege roller goes. They go really, really slow. Now, they're not going to start shooting at you until you shoot at them. So, when you first spawn, don't shoot at them until you get over there. It just makes sense. Wow, DPS on this character is absolutely terrible with this set of gear. But we still killed it. Alright, now we do have to get our wall back over here. I had a little wall-related travesty. Oh, that's no good. And let's see, what do we have this time? We've got a Tuskar, a skeleton, and we got a captain over here. Now, since we have a captain over here this time, I think I'm going to upgrade these walls to give myself a little bit more time to get over to them. And then besides that, let's see, this is going to be our unattended boss lane. So let's get the front 2 R's fully upped. And then we'll throw our last 50 into one of these on the wall, as we can count on the captain jumping on the wall here and, you know, doing his thing. Go ahead and get this one repaired up the rest of the way. I kind of missed it a little bit. We got some more mana laying up here, though. Another important thing is, as you saw there, always make sure you have a little bit of repair mana. We'll go ahead and Sparkle Party that assassin off and then wreck it up. We even had Zapper spawn there. Very nice. Go ahead and get myself all healed up. Get the heck out of the way of these lady orcs. No need to get punched. If not necessary. Keep working on them there. And I forgot to show the darn cat again. I'll do it before the end of the video, I swear. Alright, now, we know the captain is the fastest boss, right? So let's get over here to the captain. Took advantage of that Sparkle Party and hit the captain and those assassins with him, which was very, very nice. And now we're seeing the product of that Beacon of the Storm shard and our Drenching Strike shard. So if you saw there was that Electrocute combo. That was the product of those 2 shards, both of them unupgraded. That's why you haven't seen it more often. And there it is again, actually, against the Plaguing Hawk. So once again, I went to repair the wall first and then DPS second. So I'm just spamming a repair on this wall this entire time and able to close the deal and get the win. So hopefully that helps everyone with their very first venture into Chaos 7. This is the build I've been recommending. This is a build that I think you should try out. It doesn't require any special heroes. It doesn't require any mods. All it requires is having some shards and practically no ascension using that 60 ascension per. Now, as I mentioned, Sparkle Party will roll on any cat. There's just a regular old blue quality Gatto propeller cat that comes out of literally any Gatto egg in the game. So get yourself a Sparkle Party pet. Will make your life much easier if you're struggling for hero health like I am right here on this guy. So once again, hopefully that helps everyone out. Hopefully everybody enjoyed, and thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to click that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. If there's anything on the channel that you'd like to see that I have not done yet, let me know down in the comments below, and I'd be more than happy to give it a shot. Thanks again. I will see you next time. Take it easy.